Good morning and hello everyone. I'm Nael Hijjo, Mr. Nael Hijjo or Dr. Nael Hijjo, depending are you at school or university, you can use either title. I'm the teacher of Arabic at Lincoln High and Northeast schools at LPS in Lincoln, Nebraska. And today we have some of my students from level 1 and level 2 joining us in a conversation with Dr. Abla Hasan about work and ambition, as well as Arabic language at UNL and in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nael. Thank you for the invitation. And thank you everyone for your list of questions that you shared with me. Let me start by acknowledging the list. I've had this before with connecting to other universities, other classrooms. I have to give you credit, guys. This is the the cutest list of questions I've ever got. I was expecting questions, tough questions or hard questions or dry, let's say, questions on credit hours, the Arabic program. I have some valuable questions and I have cute personal questions as well, ending with a question on the best shawarma sandwich that you can get in Lincoln. And I'm going to go over all your questions. Maybe you'll see me jumping from a question to a question, but trust me, I have your list of questions here and I have everything ready to answer. One more time, thank you for inviting me to your classroom. So a little bit about myself. I'm Abla Hasan. I'm a professor of practice of Arabic language and culture, and I'm the coordinator of the Arabic studies program at UNL. I had a question on the history of the Arabic program. We started the program back in 2013, and we offer now minor in Arabic studies. I had some questions about the format of the program and the courses we offer, and I'm going to go with that. I have your questions here. What inspired you to become a professor of Arabic at the university level? So it dates back to joining UNL as a student. So I came to UNL as a Fulbright student. I was funded to pursue my master's degree in philosophy. I have undergrad BA from Damascus University, philosophy as well. I completed my master's in philosophy and then pursued my PhD in philosophy of language. And immediately I fall in love with one of the courses I was taking with Professor Edward Becker, who's my advisor. And that course was on equine. And then I just, fall in love with philosophy of language. And this is what I do now, not even in my teaching career, but also in my research. And one of your questions was my research interests. So in the field, I'm known as a scholar of Quranic studies. And mainly what I do, I go beyond in studying and analyzing the language of the Quran itself. What I've learned through my journey, and this applies to everyone dealing with religious scriptures, that we believe we read religious scriptures, but we don't do that. We don't read them carefully, at least. And this applies to the Quran and applies to all religious texts. And it's a huge, because when you're dealing with a religious text or with a legal text, you need to understand every word, what it stands for. Majority of Muslims, they recite the Quran, they don't read the Quran carefully. Majority of Christians, they do the same. So my approach in my research is, let's zoom a little bit back to what the text really says. And I found that a lot of what we deal with as problematic is not problematic at all. It was processed as problematic, but the text, when you really read it carefully, will give you clues how to, I would say, decode the meaning of every word. This answers a question on my educational journey from school to my PhD degree. So I got my PhD degree from University of Nebraska 2013, I was immediately hired, and they were starting a program in Arabic studies, and I consider myself, I got the honor and the pleasure of becoming the founder of the Arabic Studies program at UNL. A little bit about the program. You can study Arabic for 3 years with us. You can minor in Arabic studies, and the program offers opportunities almost for everyone. We hope to serve the Arab-speaking community and the Arab community, the heritage community in Lincoln, which is a growing, vibrant community, but we'll also offer Arabic for local speakers or local learners of the language. And we have this unique format, and this was one of your great questions as well. We have this unique format where heritage speakers join local learners. So we don't divide them into separate courses or separate classes. And it needs some training how to give someone or everyone joining a course what they need. But it was proven to be great when it comes to speaking the language. Learning any language is a lifetime journey. It's not something you master by taking one course or reading one book or going over one textbook. So what we do here at the Arabic program, we take it seriously as a life skill you're learning. And nothing can teach you a language like being around people who speak the language or some of the language, because we're speaking here about heritage speakers. And the language we offer is, the formal Arabic is Al-Fusha or Modern Standard Arabic. Many of our heritage speakers, they come with gaps in their language that they want to bridge. And it's very, I would say, rewarding to move from your heritage spoken language to MSA to Al-Fusha, because this is the written language in the Arab world. Some universities in North America, they take the approach of teaching and offering colloquial dialects. That's another approach. And I always advise students, when you start your journey, start with MSA, with the Fusha, and then you can move from that to any dialect, let's say, you're more interested in for any reason. My students, when they go study abroad programs, in 2 months, let's say they spend 2 months in Jordan, they come already, they picked up some language used in the streets. But let's remember that MSA, Al-Fusha, is the language, the written language, the formal language, and it's the language that all Arab countries speak, and all Arab communities in the West and Muslim communities speak. So you're starting from the shared ground. This is the language, even the written language, even in social media. You're trying to enhance your language by listening to news, interviews. Probably you're familiar with Al Jazeera channel, for example. The interviews, they're all in MSA Arabic. Any lecture, schools, cartoons, even cartoons in the Arab world. I remember from my childhood was mainly the Arab SpongeBob is in a cute Egyptian Arabic, but mainly they're in an MSA Arabic. So you can have more opportunities to being exposed, I would say, to more learning and practicing opportunities if you start from MSA. And moving from there to different dialects is just very easy. Usually the secret is we drop the stress, we drop the vowels. So tufah, apple, in Syria we say tufah. So it's the same, it's driven from the same roots, it's just, less stress on the vowel. And it's more like an accent. It's different from country to country, from city to city, and from town to town sometimes. So in the program, you get opportunities to practice your language but the condition is MSA. We always laugh because I have now currently in my 303 level, I have students with background from Syria. Of course, their parents are from Syria, they're heritage speakers. We have students from their heritage background is from Sudan. We have students with background from Iraq, and we have local learners. And many times it turns into a joke. How do you say this in your country? How do you say that? What is the tradition of celebrating this or that? We had a student recently celebrating getting the citizenship, and I asked him to bring Hilwan. Hilwan is bringing chocolate to everyone, and we were debating, what do you do in Sudan? What do you do in Iraq? What do you call it in your country? But the one condition is you're here, you're enhancing, polishing your Fusha skills, which you need to professionally write a paper, professionally present in a conference, write, even written Arabic in a professional way. So there is always something for everyone. And for local learners, it's a golden, I would say, opportunity to learn the language in a practical way that will prepare you for social life and for future careers. Something personal from my journey learning English, and I know all difficulties students go with to learn language as adults because I did that myself. So I started getting serious. Now you start getting some language middle school back in Syria when I was there, but nothing practical. We never spoke English. It was just reading a text, translating a text, memorizing a list of words, making sure the spelling is right, and that's it. When I went to the grad school, I started as a TA in Damascus University, and I knew it very early that I'm going to specialize in a British philosophy or American philosophy or something related to that. I'm going to be dealing with text in English. So I started at the grad level taking courses in English. And like everyone else in Syria, we don't have native speakers of English. We don't have, Americans and British people around us to practice our language with. So we depended on texts. And I still remember, I share this story a lot. The first time I arrived Lincoln back in 2007. And what do you start with? I wanted to start, you need to deposit the money you have in a bank account. So you start paying bills and all of that. And I still remember meeting with someone in Wells Fargo, and he was a nice guy speaking the speedy American English. And I was like, oh my goodness, I know no English. I know nothing. All what I've learned was from text, from reading, not even the vocab you need in everyday communication in America. So we don't have this problem with our students because already we have opportunities for students to practice the language they're learning. So it's academic, it's modern standard Arabic, it's Fusha, but it's not heavy on just, you're reading text. It's not something you need or you can use for your communication. The Lincoln community also, it's the ideal place, I would say, for learning Arabic. We have a hugely friendly community. We have Arabic stores. You can go and you can get whatever you want from there. And for heritage speakers, this is the ideal opportunity to enhance your language and bridge any gaps you have there. We offer, in addition to 3 years of language instruction, starting from 101, people who don't know even the alphabet, and there's a difference between speaking the language and writing it. We have students, they start by taking, if you need, of course, if you require that, you can meet with me or one of the faculty for a placement exam, and we put you at the level that matches your needs. I had some students, they were already speaking to me Arabic, but when they took the placement exam, they couldn't write down a single word in Arabic, and they were placed on 101. Some students, no, they're placed in 201 or 202 or 303. So it depends on your needs. We're here to help you according to your level. The cool thing about the Arabic program also at UNL, we were trying and we're so lucky so far. We're trying to support our communities in the University of Nebraska, Kearney, and Omaha as well. They have Arab communities, heritage speakers, immigrant students who lost their connection with Arabic And it depends. It's a personal story for immigrants. So some of them left the middle school, some of them left the high school. So it depends really on where you left your country. So we're trying to help them as well. And now we're providing the language requirement the first 2 years of Arabic as a state program. We have students taking the Arabic with us from Omaha. Now we started even offering it to other states, and we have students from Colorado taking our Arabic program with us. The program is designed for the first 2 years all online, without even the requirement for Zooming. So it's online in a place for you with material, with daily communication. It's daily for 5 credit hours for 101, 102, and then for 3 credit hours, it's twice or 3 times a week. So everything is in the system, which means it's very flexible. So you can submit your assignment according to your time, which means if I'm anticipating, let's say, I'm traveling for a conference, or you're traveling. I have many students who travel back home to Iraq and they come back. So you can submit your assignments ahead of time. The instructor will come back to you according to the schedule, but you can submit 2, 3, let's say, assignments ahead of time. So you can never fall behind in the program. Having everything online doesn't mean it's a rigid, a dry program where you don't communicate with others, because we divide the students according to their needs into peer work students. So every week, 101, 102 students, they finalize a project that matches their level, a conversation project. They can meet in person if they can, or they can Zoom. And many times it happens without arrangement that our students finalize amazing conversations. We feel so proud about them, and we reach out to them with a permission. Can we share this on social media? And if you go to UNL Arabic, we have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, we have a YouTube channel. You will see some of the students' work highlighted there. And many times, believe me, guys, this is not a stage. It's just an assignment that was so cool, and we just wanted to share with others to inspire others. Second year Arabic, we take also another approach, which is using drama for teaching Arabic. So a historical drama. So students watch Harun Rashid for 201, and they watch Ahmad ibn Hanbal for 202. And this is a high quality, good production, I would say, drama, which teaches Arabic, because there's nothing like listening hours. You need to listen. And with some activities designed according to the level, so students engage in the culture, learn MSA, enhance it, and provide reflection on it as well. Third year Arabic, we meet in person because this is the year where students minor in Arabic studies. Also, there was a question on activities we provide in the program. We have the Arabic conversation table. Anyone can join us, any UNL student, regardless of their level, and always there is something that could help anyone joining us. We provide meeting times, different meeting times, so we can accommodate as many different schedules as possible. Now, in addition to 3 years of Arabic to minor in Arabic studies, and you can get a waiver. So if you believe I can skip 101, I can skip 202, just come meet with us. You can start your journey from exactly what you need. In addition, you will need usually it's 2 core requirements, 2 upper level courses in Arabic language, and we add 3 culture courses offered in English about the Arabic culture. And this is open to anyone interested. Usually there's no prerequisite. Courses we offer are intertwined with our research interests in the program. So we have Women in the Quran, 300 level, Women in the Quran. It's offered in English. Of course, for students who want to enhance their Arabic language, this is a great opportunity, because we use terms in Islamic studies driven from the Arabic language. So there is always something for them to add there. But also it's for students, it's cross-listed with women and gender studies and with religious studies. So it's if you have no background in Arabic at all, you can join and learn about the topics offered there. So this is Women in the Quran. The title explains the topics or the interest of the course. We have also Arab 314, Introduction to Quranic Arabic, Prophets' Stories in the Quran. And this is a unique course. It's the only course on Quranic Arabic. And usually it requires, there is a prerequisite 102 in Arabic to survive with, so it's not really advanced, it's only 102. So what we do usually is we highlight on the board, let's say, one verse from, and the approach is learning about stories of prophets in the Quran. So we tell the story, we listen to the story, we analyze it. This is all in English, and then we highlight some verses from the Quran. We get a reading of the verse, and we try to go deep now into what do books of exegesis or tafsir say about this. Do we have conflict in interpretation? What is your reflections? What can we learn from this and that? And it's unique because this is the only course we have on Quranic Arabic. We have also, I'm teaching, I've been teaching this on like regular basis, couple years now, sex and gender around the globe, which I teach for women and gender studies. And it counts for the minor Arabic studies because we take it while highlighting and zooming sex and gender in the Arab world. Also, we have one of our best-selling, I would say, courses, Love in the Arabic. I'm currently teaching it, Arab 288, Love in the Arabic Culture. And this goes onto introducing love, the most famous love stories in the Arab culture. And the Arab culture is misunderstood as a culture that has nothing to do with love, which is totally the opposite, totally the opposite. Love stories in the Arab culture are inspiring stories. Even if we count how many words we have in the Arabic language for love, the most common one is, of course, hub, right? It shares the same root with hab, which is a love with a potential to grow, but we have so many other words. Some counted 66 words in Arabic language for love. I didn't do the count myself, but I know there are so many words for love in the Arabic culture. So this is a culture that celebrates love. And stories about love, books written about love in the Arabic culture are really inspiring. We go over some of them in the course, and the students join in teamwork reading these books. So we have a theme, we have lectures, and I break the class into teams that instead of like students reading a book, you read a book, we are collectively reading a book. So you read a chapter, you share this chapter with another team, collectively 5 teams. Usually we end reading a book by working together and providing our feedback collectively. I hope I'm not missing anything. Yeah, a big one I'm teaching currently, Global Islam Current Debates, Arab 313. And this is the newest addition to the program. So in this course, I provide debate, or jadal is huge in the history of Islamic culture. And the scholars used to do it in a professional way. So students are introduced to this long history of, I would say, enhancing their critical thinking and analytical reading abilities by being introduced to different themes. We work on 5 themes, and you're going to be introduced to the affirmative case in one lecture, the negative case, so the argument, those scholars who argued for something, quotations from them, this like the points of their strength, and then I offer in a second lecture the opposite side, and I keep myself, neutral. And then students, the third session, they get to be introduced to what we call media analysis. So many YouTube videos for scholars arguing for and arguing against. Then students do the debate themselves. So we have a statement day. Today, actually, no, we did it today is a test day. So students prepare one-page statement. They adopt what side of the debate they're more convinced of and why, and they provide in one page their strongest argument. And usually it's a lot of fun. Students keep, arguing with each other, fighting with each other, of course, in a friendly way, even after I leave the classroom, which is exactly what we would like to see. We like to see you as independent thinkers. You think things yourself. It's a common practice these days that students even invite guests with permission. And here's my cousin, he wants to join the debate. Here's my friend, he's interested in taking the course, and we kept telling him about it, and he's here to join us. So this is a little bit about what we do in the Arabic program. We prioritize peer work, as you can tell, group work. And maybe I can end here so I can end also the recording, and I hear from you more questions. I hope I addressed all of your questions. Maybe I still have one question about the best fast food, Arabic fast food in Lincoln. Maybe I'm not, you're asking the wrong person here. I'm an Arab woman. I cook a lot, so we don't really order fast food. But here's something you must have, and I always tell this to my American colleagues and American students, the fresh, we call it Iraqi fluffy bread. You get it fresh. This is from heaven. This is not something you can miss having the fresh, fluffy bread. And we are so lucky. We have so many stores in Lincoln that you don't even need to get something old. You can get it fresh. So go and try some if you haven't tried it so far. And I treat my colleagues here in the department when I bring them fresh Iraqi bread. They always appreciate that, and it's the best in the Arab cuisine I've ever got from when I get something from outside my kitchen. My hobbies, there was a question on my hobbies. Maybe nothing or not what you expect from a college professor, but when I'm not reading, when I'm not taking care of something, I like to watch Syrian drama. I'm always watching something. I just like it, and this is the last thing I do to get some relaxation. Usually I watch an episode and I fall asleep even before I finish one episode. Sometimes it's 2 episodes, depends on my long day. But Syrian drama, I love it. I love it. Please, this is, by the way, this is a great way to enhance your Arabic, so it's educational as well. But this is not MSA Arabic, so it's a second level, I would say. What I like about Syrian drama, they deal with serious topics. There is philosophy there, different characters, and the characters are so complex. I was watching something recently, and one of the comments was, we don't know how to feel about one of the characters. Do we hate him now or do we love him now? Because it's complex. The old narratives of a bad guy or a good guy. The bad guy is always a bad guy. The good guy is always, no, he's a bad guy in some aspects, but he's still a good father, something like that. And I like when people do that. And I can end with this. And thank you again to all of you, and Dr. Nael, thank you again for not only for the invitation, but for the collaboration with the Arabic Studies program, for advocating for the program with Lincoln Public Schools, and for all your service for the community. I know you're helping left and right since you arrived Lincoln. You're helping everyone, and we're so proud of you, and we're so proud of this collaboration between the Arabic program and Lincoln Public Schools. And we're hoping we're going to expand more to more schools. Hopefully, we reach out to schools in Omaha and Kearney as well. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to disconnect the recording for a personal, more personal, I'd say, conversation with all of you. And assalamu alaikum.